SportsRoutes High School Showcase is brought to you by Sleeves. Show off your style on the field, in the gym, or anywhere in Sleeves accessories and wear. Use our code SportsRoutes1 for 25% off your first order. Look good, play good, and be seen up. My name is Pablo Rosero. This is SportsRoutes High School Showcase. My guest today is North Miami Pioneer wide receiver, class of 2022, Jaylin Terzado. Jaden, how are you doing?
Good, how are you yourself, man? Just chilling.
That's how have you been? So I'm gonna start by asking you this. We know that we've been in quarantine for a while. In Florida, the rules are starting to soften up a bit. But what have you been doing to stay active and fit during this quarantine, during this lockout?
Well, through the whole time, it's been real hard trying to work out with my teammates, work out with everybody that I want to work out with. So it's been real different, and it's helping me hold myself accountable. Make sure I keep my body right, make sure I'm keeping everything on top, staying on top of everything. Just making sure that I don't lose no focus, I don't slip up. Just it keeps me going, and I like it because now it's helping me responsibility, and it's helping me grow my character more than it is a football player.
So you brought up character, and I talked to Coach Jeff about you earlier this week, and he told me character-wise that you really focus on your growth and the hunger to be great. Where does that stem from for you? What motivates you? What pushes you?
Well, it's mainly my mother and my great grandmother. My mother had me, and she's always been there. My mother never was out of my life. My great grandmother is been a real impact in my life throughout the whole time of me growing up, through adolescence, as a toddler. She really was my backbone and my stem, and seeing her go out of her way for everybody in my family, even me, it just made me even hungrier. It's no plan B. It's no plan B. I gotta make it like this. I gotta get it how I live. She just instilled a lot into me, and I just mainly what I do it for her, really. Like her and
So
my mother, drive
how
me
does
every day.
how does that translate to you as a football player? You play receiver, and when I talked to Coach Jeff, he said you were a speed receiver. So how does what your great grandmother and your mother taught you helped you on the field?
Well, and what they mainly taught me is like I said earlier, is character. So I've gotten so used to people talking, and it's I just ignore it. I have learned to block things out and just let the game go on and let the game come to me, let everything come to me. As each play goes through, and I just learn to be patient, and it's obviously helped me a lot. And I've been trusting the process and putting the work that I need to put in, and it's them instilling patience in me is meant a lot. It has done a lot because I've grown a lot. So
Yeah.
a lot of what they've done have.
So how has this this patience kind of helped you from coming in as a freshman and now being a junior, getting ready for this your junior season? What's that patience and growth been like for you over the past 3 years?
A lot of adversity, a lot of adversity. A lot of people didn't think I would get to where I'm at. I would grow this far. I would get this far, and it didn't. It wasn't always this smooth. I didn't. I wasn't always the person I am now. It took a lot for me to get here. So I can't. I would say I came a long way, and I definitely had to be patient because I had to stay focused. Remain focused because I didn't trust myself. But that's why we grow, and that's what patience kicked in, and I just waited in time, and it eventually came to me, and I'm just blessed.
Yeah, and now your junior season, Jamal Browder, who 2 years ago was at Carroll City, last year was his first year in North Miami. He's When I talked to him earlier in one of my first episodes, he told me about becoming a leader, being a leader. And I don't want to fast forward to your senior season. But do you see yourself becoming a leader in that locker room?
Well, I see myself already as a leader, like as of now, right now, because how 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 serious I've taken it, because due to Jamal, because he was another one who got in my ear like, bro, we need to tighten up, and we done grew our relationship done grew a long way too, and we done created a brotherhood. So like helping him going into his last season, I have no choice but to be a leader. Me and Robert, just
Yeah.
helping him along the way, because we always got to be there for each other.
So you brought up brotherhood, and like I said before, I talked to Coach Jeff about you getting ready for this interview, and he described you as the little brother of the group. What does that mean to you? I know you look up to a guy like Jamal, and I know Coach Jeff is constantly on top of you guys, making sure you guys are not only succeeding on the field, in the classroom, off the field, in your communities. What kind of lessons have you learned from Jamal, from Robert, from the wide receivers that have played in the North Miami locker room and are now gone, from Coach Jeff and all your other coaches?
Well, well, mainly just having that dog in you, like having the will to go out and compete and outwork the next man each and every day, in and out, no days off, no plays off, just going in and getting after it. Like with those guys, you just gain that mentality each and every day, because every day is competitive. Every day, we work, and every day we want to win. We're not settling to lose. We're not settling to come in second place, because silver. You know what I'm saying? Silver medals ain't too much to be bragged about. Everybody want to know about who won. So like that's what I picked up from them, and now I think it's all coming along together. And yeah, I'm a little brother because technically I'm the youngest, but I ain't none of that. Still give them everybody a run for their money. They still know. I come in and compete every day. I work them. They know the little brother, but the little brother got the biggest heart. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I get that. I'm a little brother too. I have my older brother, and he pushes me, and I also try to. I know it's not easy to say that you look up to them and you want to impress them by doing the hardest you can, but I completely get it. Like it's hard sometimes, but you just keep pushing and pushing because you don't want to be in their shadow, but you also want to impress them. But
Yeah, because trust me, it's days where I get them and they be like, dang, bro, I be forgetting you little bro sometimes. Like it'll be days I really get them and they won't. They'll be done forgot. I'm the little brother. It'll be days
exactly.
I just take over. It just happens.
So now moving on from the locker room stuff, character, and football, character is just as important as what you do on the field. So what I want to ask you first is your first two seasons where would you say they were in terms of what you expect from yourself, and what do you expect to do in your junior season?
Well, freshman season, unfortunately, I didn't get to play because I wasn't at North Miami. I was at Central. So freshman season, I was at Central. I was playing basketball, and I it wasn't my mom didn't allow me to play football at Central. She didn't want me to stay at Central, and my uncle just found a grass with Coach Pat, our head coach Patrick Cologne, and he brought me in. We was going into spring of my freshman year, last year spring. So we was going that year, and I came along. I was in spring practice. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play spring game. A few issues happened, but we grew. We moved forward to that, and going into my first technical year of high school, my sophomore year, which was last year, I felt as if the time I played, I did amazing, but unfortunately, a few injuries. I was out for like 4 games. I missed 4 games. I had a high ankle sprain in Virgin North Miami Beach, so I missed a little good minute of the season, But I feel as if for the time I was in, and I wasn't out due to injury, it was amazing. Just going in, competing every day, outworking, and when I got my opportunities in the game, I took advantage of all my opportunities of each and every one possible. And coming in junior year now, I feel like I've grew a lot. Like, I done got bigger, stronger, way faster than I already was. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
feel like junior is the year, like, we take off this year. Me, Rob, Jamal, even more than Jamal already is, us growing with each other and just taking off as a group.
So you just said that you just told me that you've gotten bigger, faster, stronger heading into your junior year. What workouts have you been doing to kind of improve all these facets of your game?
Well, mainly, I just been working on fast twitch muscle fibers, like just working on it's negative workouts with my uncle and my godfather. Just mainly just negative workouts, like just how would I say it? Sled pulls, resisted sled pulls. Not even hit. I've been bench pressing and everything, but it's more working on my tone and just working on my definition. I've just been getting ripped for right now because of just working on getting stronger, and then the mass to come, towards the season. Just put a little bit more, add a few more pounds. Because I didn't gain like 8 pounds since January, so like it's been a little working on definition right now. Ain't too much working on mass. And just,
Yeah.
just dumbbells, spring practice. Well, when we was getting ready for spring practice while we were still in school, that was helping too. But other than that, I've just been working at home by myself, push-ups, sit-ups. And then when I don't got nothing else better to do, I'll do my sprint workout that I got from my track coach. That's just all I mainly do, make sure I keep in shape.
What events do you run for track?
I ran the 200 and the 400, and I was getting ready to run the 100.
So you're a sprinter.
Yeah, I'm a sprinter.
So obviously that helps translate into your game. So I want to ask you, what are some of the biggest improvements to your game to not just be considered a speed receiver, and what do you still need to work on and fix in your game?
Well, it's like I don't have any weak spots, but at the same time, we all got places that we want to excel at. You get what I'm saying? Like, we want to obviously keep working on. But if I had to say one thing, I would have to say just trusting myself more. Like, it'll be times where I think I'm not capable of something, but in reality, I know I can get the job done. You get what I'm saying? I just don't trust myself. That's really the main thing. That's really the main thing. And like sometimes I get myself mad sometimes because I feel as if I know I can do it, but I'm telling myself I can't. You get what I'm saying? So mainly, part of my game that I feel like I need to work on is just confidence, like just keeping my confidence, and other than that, it's really nothing else. And that it's not if not that, then probably just constantly getting stronger. But other than that, I don't see. And Coach Jeff will tell you, there's really no other weaknesses. Everything is there. But probably just strength and just working and keep working on my confidence. That's mainly it.
So when you watch game film of yourself and of other players, first I want to ask this: when you watch game film of yourself, what are you looking for so you can see like what you're doing on a certain route, on a certain break, and then what are you looking for when you're seeing the DB respond to these routes?
Well, when I look at game film, I necessarily don't look at myself. I don't necessarily look at like my opponent, and I'll study my opponent. Oh, he likes to come out of his breaks right here when he plays this far. This is his technique. This is how he wants to. I'll break my defensive back down. But when I do watch film myself, I just try to look for all my mistakes. Because I want the little to none of mistakes as possible. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want any mistakes in the game. So I just take that. When I look at myself, I just look for the negative so I can focus on, turning them into positive. I just, can criticize myself, but constructively, just hold myself accountable at times and just make sure, okay, I can't do that next time. Another DB might get me. Just taking notes of my game, picking up and just adding stuff to my game. And just how DBs react to certain things, if they react, I just make a play. You get what I'm saying? So just keep going, picking things up, and just keep it in the back of your mind, and just keep elevating. That's all I do.
With that being said, I want to transition to this. Is there any guy this upcoming season that you're looking forward to facing off against, to playing against in a game or just in practice?
Yes. Well, yes, in the game, yes.
Who?
Yes, I have one person. His name Rance Connor. He plays for Booker T. He has number 18, but I don't know what number he getting this year. But I know he committed to Louisville. I hang with him a lot, like, that's my boy. But like this year, this upcoming season, like that's mainly the game I'm looking towards. And he plays DB, so that's mainly that's what I'm mainly worried about facing off this year. Cause like that game gonna be a little personal, cause they beat us last year.
Yeah.
And I got some things to get off my chest.
So, because when I talked to Jamal, he told me he wanted to cover Ja'Cory Brooks. So that's Booker T versus North Miami. That's gonna be a game to watch.
Yeah, it definitely is. And another one I would say too, North Miami Beach, cause I have a friend over there named Amari. He played over there. I think he had number 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but he didn't play versus us. He broke his arm supposedly. So, but after the game, he was talking crazy after last year when we lost to NB, and he plays DB too. So that game I'm definitely looking forward to, because he didn't get a chance to get into this work last year. So coming up junior season, his last year, got to take the trophy back and show them what we about, man. Because them boys are talking too crazy on Instagram. I got something to prove this especially versus them, because that's our rivals. You know what I'm saying?
So Rance at Booker T and Amari at North Miami Beach. That's who you're going after this year.
Yeah. Amari, his name Twin. Yeah, they call him Twin.
All right, I got you. So before we wrap this up, I like asking this to the guys I have on because I think it's important. I think self-evaluation is just as important. And you brought it up, critiquing yourself. You want to be your biggest critic because there's always stuff you can fix. So, Jaylin, I want you to give me a self-scouting report of yourself. If you had to talk to a coach about what you can bring to the table and your good and your bad, overall, what would you say as both a football player, in the classroom, and off the field character?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to get this out of the way first. In the classroom, I nip that straight in the bud. Like in the classroom, that's that's my number one focus before I, become a football player. Like my classroom grades just A1A. I make sure I keep all my stuff intact. A few honors classes. That classroom is, it. Without that, I wouldn't be able to. I'm a student athlete first, of course. So without that classroom, I wouldn't be able to even be a football player. So I take that very seriously. And in the classroom, I do my work. I just keep my head down, do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't even be an issue. I know that would be one of my strong suits. But as a football player overall, if I had to give myself a scouting report, well, with my height, it's not too many guys, my class, my height, who can run as fast as I can. You get what I'm saying? Like guys that's run my fast are like 5'8". You get what I'm saying? 5'7". You don't see no 6 foot, 6'6.5" receiver running like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like I bring to the table. But negatively, like I told you earlier, it's just probably be like my strength. Probably is like, you get what I'm saying? Like when I have to check release a receiver or something like that. But other than that, and that's still a strong suit. That's still not even a negative, because that's only elevating. You get what I'm saying? So it's still in a work in progress. So I can't even say it's a strong suit. I mean, weak suit. So that's how I look at myself in a scouting report. And my routes is getting better and better every day. Like they just getting nastier, release just getting better. So all those are positives right now. So other than really my strength, like I said earlier, that's mainly how I look at myself in the scouting report. And off the field, I don't really communicate with too many people. I have like my circle is like a dot. Like I know when my phone's ringing, I know exactly who's calling me. You get what I'm saying? So I don't even involve myself in all that drama, that extra stuff. I just stay me. If I'm not working out, I'm in the house playing the game. I love my PS4, but if I'm not in the house, then I'm just out working out, or vice versa. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never stay out the way. Just keep it, just keep it low key because we got a mission to complete. You get what I'm saying? So that's
Just
really that's all.
just to give people a sense of how fast you are, when was the last time you ran your 40?
This was in school. We were still in school. I ran it with my friend. We was at a camp. But this was in like November, and he had laser. He ran 4.6, and then I came back. I ran right after him, and I ran 4.47. He was like, he was mad because he was mad because I got him, and he knew I was faster than him, but he didn't know I was that faster than him,
So
I
you're
got him, and he wasn't.
so you're a junior. You're heading into your junior season, 6 feet tall, and you're already running a 4.47.
Laser
And
too.
that was before you slimmed down a bit. You got bigger but slimmed down. You toned down more, and
Yeah,
you've been getting faster and stronger.
yeah.
So what time would you be running if you had to run right now? Where do you think
I
you'd
don't
be
really
at?
know because I don't think I'll be too far from that. I think I'll probably be right there, if not like a tad bit faster. I don't really know because I haven't ran. I haven't been focusing on running, but I've been running, but that's not mainly what I've been focusing on right now. Just been focusing on maintaining my weight and putting the weight in the right places. So if I was to run right now, I think if I don't plateau that, I'll probably like hit it right there, or not, if not like a little bit faster. But I I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. I might have to try it out with Jeff. See how that
Yeah,
look.
yeah, and he'll let me know. So that would be great.
Yeah.
But Jaylin, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate hearing how much you focus in the classroom and putting that as a priority. You are a student athlete first, and that's not something a lot of kids say. As even if they want to promote themselves like that, they do not really put school first. I'm glad that's a priority for you. I'm glad you're working hard, and thanks for now giving me a more incentive to mark Booker T. Washington versus North Miami on my calendar for this year. Janet, thanks for joining me, and I can't wait to see what you do this year.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For more content like this, like and subscribe to our channel below.